What's up, y'all? It's Nifty Q. That's Gifted. We're here with another rehash. It is Wednesday, October 4th. We are going to get after it today, man. Gifted's got an important announcement happening on the network tomorrow. Gif, I'm excited for this rehash. I'm excited for all the headlines. I'm excited for you. What's up, brother?
I'm so excited to be here with you, my guy. Shrapnel, the first AAA FPS shooter game in Web3 is coming on the network tomorrow as our special guest, both GM Web3 and NFT Live. It's going to be absolutely lit, so look out for that. But this is the Daily Rehash Q, and we've only got 10 minutes to get through the top 10 stories here. So without further ado, what is up first?
All right, I've got Friendtech and the volatile day that it had. Listen, anecdotally, like I saw a bunch of different sellers on my side, as well as some friends that had to deal with this. But basically, we had a major SIM swap. We had some major whales selling their keys. That led to more defectors basically selling their keys, more possibly anonymous accounts. But yeah, King McGugga got his self SIM swapped, sold off a bunch of keys. Friendtech actually came back with an update about an hour ago that essentially lets you remove the phone number from the account and do other forms of like 2FA, for example, Google Authenticator. So that was a good update, but an extremely volatile day. Friendtech already dealing with other competitors launching on Avalanche and Solana.
Yeah, maybe some churn there. You know, it's going to be volatile. It's still very early in all of this, but you know, it's always unfortunate when they come back with new security tools after something horrible happens. So be safe out there, and we're going to keep it going to maybe a more lighthearted update from Proof. They shared an awesome video from their Marfa conference down there in Texas, where Biggie and friends were all at. We show it. Turn off the audio here, but you know, if you didn't have enough FOMO about missing out, definitely go check this out. You will see a bunch of friends and just cool activities. It's really cool to see this.
I am extremely jealous of that Moonbirds gin there. So yeah, a bunch of different friends there. You saw Jordan Lyle. There's Biggie Poppins. All right, I'm on to the next one. I've got Nike dotSWOOSH unveiling their first ever physical sneaker. This is the quote from the team: "To show love to those rocking with us, the Air Force One Low in Teenage will be available exclusively to dotSWOOSH members who purchased and revealed at least one OF1 box." They revealed some other media here. They had people on TikTok kind of showing off the sneaker and people wearing it. This is a really cool activation, man. I think it really bridges Web 2 and Web 3 in a way that we want to see that doesn't feel extractive.
Yeah, and it was cool to go into my dotSWOOSH account for the first time and see that my AF1s, or OF1s, Air Force Ones, had additional utility being added to them. So yeah, this is definitely cool and interesting, and we'll be following along. dotSWOOSH still there doing cool stuff. And on to the next story. Here's another big, I guess, quote, Web 2 brand, Traditional Finance. VanEck, one of the companies that launched an ETH futures investment vehicle on Monday. There was about 9 of them that all launched to a little bit of a disappointing launch. Not much volume, not like everybody was expecting it to be, at least underwhelming, but VanEck clapping back. And I just have to say, this was pretty epic to see. It does seem like they're getting
Clapping
into
back.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is out of left field, man. This is from the top rope out of left field.
Yeah, give their social media manager a raise for this one, because it got a lot of people commenting and excited.
Yeah, well played on that one, sir. All right, I am going to get the next piece here, and that is going to be that XRP holders are going to be super happy because a judge denied the SEC's appeal versus Ripple. That's pretty much it. We saw a big increase, about a 6 to 10% increase. It is only up about 5% here, XRP on the week. So, I mean, these consistently happen. SEC is obviously going to file another appeal, and we're just going to go through the due process there. But really cool. Thanks for Zero as well for updating us on that case. But yeah, that's not going to make me buy any XRP, but it's cool to see the SEC get a jab thrown their way.
Yeah, it's great to see some more W's stacking up there and more L's for the SEC. How long does this XRP saga carry on? Who knows? We'll keep following that one as well. Here's another. This is sort of like a beef. This is a drama. This is a TMZ story here. Artist Matt Kane getting into it very publicly with SuperRare over their SuperRare. I think they're just called Rare Passes. It's a mint pass that SuperRare uses where they can, partner with different awesome artists to offer those to their mint pass holders. Apparently Matt Kane, who has recently, really had a meteoric rise within the Web3 space, some big successes, apparently didn't want to fulfill on his agreement. They already had some agreement in place, and basically minted burnt bridges, AI burnt bridges, and kind of screwed over the community. We're still kind of seeing how this falls out, but there was a big space, and it just seems like Matt Kane, being unhappy about fulfilling his agreement and not coming to terms with SuperRare, decided to kind of shit on the project and the community.
Yeah, look, when anybody is calling it performance art, it's tough to see people get hurt on the other end of that, because that's what he did, right? He was like, hey, look, I'm burning bridges, and I'm actually like having an AI prompt that burns bridges. I don't know, man. We can't speculate on what the actual details are here because we don't know. We don't know what Matt was locked in for with those rare pass mint holders, but it's definitely tough to see this one.
There is a nice recap from Scaly Nelson. Again, all this in the description if you want to read his thoughts on what was going on there, and the weird Andy Kaufman cryptic messages. Yeah, it's strange.
They had a whole spaces on it too. All right, I've got the next piece here, and that's going to be that Emily Lazar is partner. I wouldn't say she's partnering. I think she's launching an Oni themed music drop here on Gala Music. A direct quote from the actual description here is this electrifying track is designed for their community with lyrics by September Morning inspired by Oni Force lore. And again, September Morning is going to be that group that Emily Lazar is a part of. So yeah, really excited here for this. And yeah, we're big Oni heads. I would rock my Oni, and it's good to see us having our theme song here now.
Hell yeah. Yeah. We love Emily Lazar. She's the front woman, the lead singer for September Morning, a pretty cool metal band. So I'm just excited that it'll have some, kind of dark, heavy metal, rock and roll elements in there. So that definitely gets me amped up and excited to see what they do with that. On to the next story here, an update on Blur farmers maybe moving over to SocialFi apps like FriendTech. Floor prices we've actually started to see rise on some big PFP collections for maybe the first time in a long time here. And this is being highlighted by Zero here, again, doing some great reporting. Isn't it great to see some OpenSea icons in there? I mean, I know how you feel whenever you see OpenSea icons, but this, he says, is just a taste of what you can expect in the next bull run. Pudgy Penguins up 11% in one day. And yeah, when you don't have negative feedback loops and incentives, people farming on, undercutting floors all the time just to flip, you can actually see some upward momentum. So
I actually reached out to Zero after this. This is a second piece for him on the rehash today. I actually reached out to him in that thread and said, hey, like, how much of this is Blur and how much is this market taking a shit? So I think there's, points on both sides, but yeah, it is good to see green floor prices happening in the space, and maybe it does have a lot to do with Blur farmers leaving. All right, I've got my last story here is going to be about StarsArena. I touched on the FriendTech drama that happened earlier this morning. So that was already kind of stacked up a little bit against FriendTech, although, I still think they have the first mover advantage. But based on everything happening in FriendTech right now, StarsArena has timed this immaculately because they already have almost the same amount of daily active users, and they've only been around for about 3 or 4 days here. They're doing about $3.5 million in volume just today. So that's pretty strong for StarsArena. Again, this is on Avalanche, the AVAX blockchain there. So yeah, I think it might have some legs, and I've seen my timeline be filled up with a bunch of StarsArena.
I'm getting more bullish on AVAX with some of these recent moves. I haven't used this one yet, but we're going to keep following it. And yeah, if those numbers are not lying, if they're real, then it's definitely getting a lot of pickup and interest right now. And so it would not surprise me if a lot of the FriendTech, mercenary cap is all moving over there. All right, last story. OpenSea rolled out their creator studio. We've been expecting this to come. They did kind of announce it earlier. They position it as your NFTs, your way. Sounds kind of like McDonald's. Look, if you want to dig in deep on this, there's a whole thread to it. They show details. And also this morning on today's shows on both GM Web3 and NFT Live, we did start to dig into these. There's a lot of concerns around ownership of the contract, royalties, the fees. None of that is being positioned up front on this. So on the good side, might help stop some scams if you're clicking out to a lot of third-party links because it's all centralized. And it does create some simple new tools for artists to just get in there and experiment and create NFTs. But is it actually a step backwards in terms of self-sovereignty and decentralization, a move towards Web 2.5 and more centralization? Probably.
No comment. That is the rehash for today's episode, man. Again, we have a hump day here, but on Thursday, Shrapnel is going to be joining us both on the morning show and NFT Live. So excited for this tomorrow. I guess that's just an OVOT, man.
That's it, man. Look out for Shrapnel coming on the shows tomorrow. And yeah, we'll be back with another
VanEck,
rehash.
I see you.
Our Baba Tribe.